I just got the Predator 5000 dual fuel. It runs on gasoline or propane. I just opened the box, and ooh, that's pretty. And to open the side, you unscrew those two things, and then there's some grommets down along there, and you just kind of snap it off carefully, put it back together. You have to, like the 2000 that I came with some oil, this one does not come with oil, so I had to put some. This is what I use, Castrol GTX. It calls for 10W30. And for fuel, you always want to put stabilizer in there, in your fuel. And this one says it takes the 10% or gas only, 10% ethanol blend, okay. I'm still not going to use the ethanol blend. I'll still use the better gas, ethanol free. But let's take a look what comes with it. It's all together. All you have to do is add oil, which is really simple. And the batteries are charged. Now I have to go get fuel. Let's go ahead and take a look what else came in it. You got a toolkit. There's a screwdriver, a spark plug changer in there. You got your some different guides. Here's your Predator manual right there. You got some little bit of extra parts right here. This is for like your different jets, your main jets and stuff. That is for higher altitude. So it does come with kits for putting or replacing the jets if it's over 3,000 feet high or in elevation. So we're only like 1,200 here at our house, so we're pretty low. But if I take it in the mountains, if you're going to go over 3,000 feet, you can change out the jets. So it's pretty simple. It's got all the directions in the manual on how to do that. It comes with a remote control because it has a battery, so I can remote start it. And here is your setup for hooking to your propane tank. This hooks right to the side of the generator inside, and your little top where you screw onto your tank. Pretty cool. I had to get one because I have a couple, what are they, 40-pound containers of propane, and I don't even have a propane barbecue anymore except a small one that only takes the little green canisters, and that's all we need. So I got those big ones that are full, so I'm transferring some of that to those refillable greens. So that's pretty much what comes with it. Everything you need. Look at that thing. It's just beautiful. And it's got opens on this side and the other side. This side gets you to the side of the engine and everything to like work on the carburetor and stuff. Open the other side, the oil fill, the battery and stuff is on the other side. So let's go ahead and take a look at the controls. Oh yeah, look at that. Oops, move this up out of the way. That's pretty cool. 3,900 gasoline running watts, 3,600 propane running watts, 5,000 maximum startup. Then you got your AC 120 30 amp. And you got two of the 20 amps. And there's some different ones, some little, well, you can hook your cell phone right there to charge your cell phones and stuff. Pretty cool. I didn't even know that. And here's a little 8 amper right here. That's for battery charger. Let me pull that out. I have that too. This is in the tool kit. It's a short one, so it's like for if you take your battery out or whatever, that plugs in right there into the generator, and 8 amps, and you can hook that up and charge up your battery. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and empty that out. So you gotta change in your spark plug, screwdriver to take off the main housing and everything, and to take everything apart to change out your jets and everything, so or to get you to it. Pretty neat little setup. Alright, let me get some fuel and we'll see what it sounds like when I get it to start up. I haven't started it yet. Don't even have the fuel, so I gotta run downtown and grab some. Once I figured out these two cords right here that had these covers on them, you had to untake those covers off and hook up the battery. Hold it, or I held in the start button, it started blinking, then I held in the 2 times on the remote, it connected, and it started right up with the remote. Hold the button in, shut it off. Hold the button back in. Come on. Just gotta get some fuel in there. Oh, the starter stays spinning even if you let off the button until it gets going. And it has a, for the fuel, it has, you turn it up here for the off for storage to shut the fuel off. So you let off the button. There we go. Look at all that smoke that it had to blow out. Whew. The brand new engine oil smoke and everything has to clean all that out of there. There we go. Now it sounds good. Took a minute to figure that out, but now I gotta let it run for a while. Clean that engine out. A little bit of smoke, but that should clear up after a few minutes. It's actually quite quiet, dang. And that's not even on the echo. Let me plug some power into there and see what it does. Oops, my fan fell over. But fan's turning. It's got power. Turn it down to the economy. Turn it on the economy if you're not running that much power out of it. Definitely got to keep this a distance away from your camper or house or whatever you're going to use it for, because you don't want that exhaust getting into where you're breathing. That's pretty dang quiet. Dang, I'm liking that. Definitely as quiet as it says. And I did put the non-ethanol fuel in there, even though it says you can. And then it says, I think it was like 85 or 87 octane or higher. So I put the like 92 in there, or 91, whatever it is. Oh, listen to that beautiful thing. Whew. I'm excited. We had power go out last year, and my little 2000 I was able to run a power cord into the house and plug into a heater and stuff. But you know, a 2000, when you got a 2000 watt heater or 1500, you're only going to be able to run so much. Only like a couple little heaters, but this bigger one, this one will be a whole bunch. It'll light up the house and everything. That is so quiet. I don't know. I'm talking normal voice, so hopefully you can still hear me. But it's actually and then to shut it on and off, you got to unplug your cords. You can't be sucking any juice from the machine as you're turning it on and off. So I have to unplug it or shut the device off before I shut the generator off. But I'm going to let it run for a little while and do its thing. Slowly break in that engine. And these doors, like I said, they got little grommets like this, little pins that poke into those holes there. First you got to line up that little thing right there, the little holes in the bottom. Push it right on up there, and they snap right in. They're just hard to unsnap, especially when it's cold. And of course that quiets it down even more. Beautiful. Predator super quiet inverter 5000 dual fuel. Comes with everything you need except the oil and the gas and the propane. And it comes with I thought the battery was dead because I tried to start it and I thought those ends were connected, and then I started looking, they were tucked up to the side up there, and then one was down over here, and I was like, oh, okay, I got to take those caps off and then snap it together. And then as soon as I synchronized the remote control, it started right up. Beautiful little hum. I can pretty much hear my fan over this. Can you hear that fan? I don't know how well you're hearing if you're... That just shows how quiet this thing is. That's crazy. Alright. This is my unboxing and first startup and checking this thing out. Anytime you start up any new piece of equipment though like this, you got to give it a chance to get all that oil burnt out of that engine. Now it's not smoking no more. It should be clearing up pretty good and get everything lubed up inside, and definitely make sure you got the right amount of oil in there. That's the main thing. Alright, I'll let this little guy run for a little while. And actually I could lift it up pretty easily with the handles on each end for the 5000. It wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be until I put the fuel in there, and it holds like 3+ gallons of fuel in there, so then it really makes it heavy. But it's got wheels on the bottom, and it's got a little pull handle right there that comes out. You can lift it up and pull it and drag it along, and just have those back wheels on the ground. That handle, like I said, pulls out. Beautiful. Makes it easy to walk it around. Listen to that. Hear the fan, that's funny. Alright. Got any questions? Leave them in the comments. And I usually check my comments pretty often. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, it's a little louder, but I got a new cord hooked up to it, and I got my Masterbuilt smoker heating up. It's kind of dirty. I need to wash it after I use it this time, but gonna smoke me a chicken. Gonna let that generator run for a couple hours, so I'll go ahead and use it.